Welcome you all to the new lecture on the topic that is flywheels, and the picture you are able to see is the picture of a flywheel which is attached to the steam engine, and it is a heavy rotating body, and when it rotates it will store the energy in the form of kinetic energy because of its rotation. So we can say that it is a reservoir of energy. So here is the introduction. You can see that a flywheel is a heavy rotating body that acts as a reservoir of energy, and the energy is stored in the form of kinetic energy in the flywheel. And this flywheel is called a energy bank because it stores the energy, and it acts as an energy bank between the source of the power and the driven machinery. Okay, so basing on that sources of the power and the depending upon that sources of the power and the driven machinery, there are two distinct applications of the flywheel. First one is that power is supplied at a uniform rate while the demand for the power from the driven machinery is variable. The driven machinery is requiring variable power, but the supplied power should be at uniform rate. For example, it is a punch press machine driven by an electric motor. That may be mechanical punch press machines. So mechanical punch press machines which are driven by an electric motor is the best example for that, in which the driven machinery is requiring the variable power and the supplying power should be at a uniform rate. So this is a punch press machine in which a flywheel is attached to that electric motor so that the power consumption is not be wasted, and it will be stored at the stored in the flywheel, so that at the time of requirement this will be taken, this energy will be taken from the flywheel. These are the pictures of the flywheel attached to the punch press machines, mechanical punch press machine. So you can see the arrangement here. It is the flywheel, and we will see a short animation video on that how this will operate.
Press are an electric motor, a mechanical clutch,
So you can see in this video that how the operation of is being done on this flywheel. So this is the flywheel in which the belt drive is connected, and it is connected to the electric motor here. This one is the electric motor, this one is the mechanical clutch. Here it is connected to the crankshaft. Here is the crankshaft, it is connected to the connecting rod, and this is the plunger or ram. So when it will rotate like this, due to when it is connected to this electric motor, then the crankshaft will move as connecting rod, so that the ram will move up and down to do the punching operation, and this power requirement is variable, but the power supplied from that motor is at uniform rate. Okay, in this way this punching operation, so that it will move and do the punching operation like this. So in this way manner the punching operation takes place. So this is the way in which the punching operation takes place. This is the manner in which the punching operation will takes place. So if this flywheel is not attached to this motor, then what will happen? Unnecessarily the power will be wasted by this electric motor, because it is not capable of storing the energy, and while the our requirement is only the actual punching or the shearing operation. So at that time the electric motor will supply the maximum power to do that operation, but at the remaining part of that cycle, or during the remaining part, the motor will remain almost idle. And so if these machines will directly driven by the electric motor, then a high capacity motor first of all is required for the maximum power requirement during the actual punching and shearing operation. But such a motor will run almost idle during the remaining part of the cycle, which is wasteful, because the maximum power will be wasted during the idle part of the cycle, as the only the power requirement is only for small interval of the time. So providing a flywheel to those machines allow a smaller motor to be used, and during the actual punching or shearing operation, energy will be taken from the flywheel, slowing it down. And during the relatively long period between two punching or shearing operation, the motor will accelerate the flywheel back to the original speed. And in this way, the flywheel stores the kinetic energy during the idle portion of the work cycle itself, and delivers this stored kinetic energy during the peak period of punching or shearing operation, that is at the time of requirement. So that's why a electric motor is coupled with the flywheel in a punch press machine, so that it can supply the necessary amount of energy, or the necessary amount of energy at the time of requirement. So therefore a flywheel is used in between the motors and these machines, so that a smaller capacity of motor is required. So in this manner this flywheel is used, and it is operated in such a manner. And next application is that power is supplied at a variable rate, while the requirement for the driven machinery is at the uniform rate. Example is machinery driven by an internal combustion engine. As you are able to see, this is why the we are able to see that the power supplied at a variable rate and requirement is at a uniform rate. In an internal combustion engine, what will happen? In the power stroke only the power will be generated, and all the three strokes remains idle, so that the power will be utilized in this three strokes, that is intake, compression and the exhaust stroke. You can see that this is the engine components of a IC engine. That is an internal combustion engine. And we are seeing some of the parts of the engine components, that is spark plug, it is intake valve, this is exhaust valve, and it is closed and opened by the help of the cams. And these are the cylinder, this is water jackets, piston rings, piston, these are provided with this. And this is the camshaft, it is the connecting rod, crankshaft, timing gears, and this one is the flywheel. So flywheel is attached to that in order to, so flywheel is attached to this machinery of the internal combustion engine. So in this case the flywheel is attached to this internal combustion engine, because the flywheel absorbs the excess energy during the expansion stroke or the power stroke, and when the power is developed in the cylinder exceeds the demand. This component, we can say that this component is a flywheel, and this flywheel absorbs the excess energy during the expansion stroke,